Good afternoon, Pep. Hello. You've had a series of players coming back from injury. I'm just wondering if you could update us on Gabriel Jesus, whether that might be happening soon, he might be coming back, or whether you've got to wait a bit longer.
Good morning. Today is going to make the part of our training session with the group. It's a good news.
So is that maybe a couple of weeks away from perhaps being a proper part of the group?
I don't know when he will ready definitely to be with us, with the team, but the first step is they made 1 week, 2 weeks training alone, and today is the first training is joining the team.
In planning games for your team and who plays and who doesn't play, how difficult is the sort of battle between momentum, because you're playing well at the moment, and giving players rest? Do you see what I mean? Keeping players who are playing well, maybe keeping playing or giving them the rest they deserve. Is that a difficult decision for you to make?
No, it depends of between the games. So now between the game in Basel and the Wigan game, we have 6 days, I think so, and for the next Sunday we will have 5-6 days too, so they can recover. When the distance is 2-3 days, 4 days after, you have to take a look about the physical condition. But the team, the players feeling well, so we'll see. We are going to do 3 training sessions before our Wigan game, and we will see what is our decision.
Claude Puel made some interesting remarks this week. He said Manchester City were disrespectful in their pursuit of Riyad Mahrez and left it too late to the last minute. What do you make of that? Are you disrespectful?
I think the club making a statement, it was so clear what happened.
Can you care about what other managers think when you're trying to put together a squad and you might be trying to buy their players? Can you be bothered thinking about what they think?
No, I said the same. The club made a statement and always try to do the best for us, and of course respecting the opponents.
In terms of the FA Cup, this club lost a very famous game against Wigan in the FA Cup, but Wigan have changed a lot since then. Are you wary of them as opponents, or is it just another game towards another trophy for you?
Of course I am concerned, because I saw the game against Bournemouth. Bournemouth for me is one of the teams I like the most to watch in the Premier League, and they were able to beat them so in the way they play. And I think the FA Cup, every season there are a lot of surprises. So not this season, not the previous season, so for all history, always this kind of situation happen. And would be good that the players don't think too much about the final in the next Sunday, and think about the final the next Monday. I think that is the important thing for that game. It's one game, we can in out, and the chance to go quarterfinals. And I'm going to prepare as well as good as possible this game.
Hello, Pep. This does seem to be a competition that you give a great deal of respect to. Some other managers may go a lot deeper into their squad and make a lot of changes. Is it because, as you say, of the potential surprises, you don't want to be one of those upsets?
No, I was in Spain, and the league there is always 2 games in the cup. But in Germany, in here, I learned, so one game, everything can happen. And when you play at home is one issue, but when you play away, in the tough conditions in November, December, January, the FA Cup. In January, February, and the teams like Wigan showed 2 games against Bournemouth how he did. So, and everything can happen in one game. The send off, you are not ready. They're going to start so hard, because they are so intense in terms of jump, no weight. They are so aggressive without the ball, and we have to be ready. And of course, we have a depth squad when everybody's fit. So 10 days ago we had 7 injuries for one game. Now we recover most of them, like David Silva, like Fabian Delph, like another players. And of course we're going to take it seriously. No doubt about that.
May I just ask you about Leroy Sané as well? It was great to see him come back during the week at Basel. How well do you feel he is now? Is he back up to speed? Does he need a little bit longer? Is it part in, part out, or is he 100%?
But he played 20, 25 minutes. With the ball was okay. Without the ball, it was a little bit not perfect. So I think he has to involve again in our process, in our dynamics, and how we have to play without the ball, with and without. But there's no doubt about that. He can do it because he did in the past. And of course, the problems we had 1 week ago with just 3 players, strikers, plus Brahim, plus Lucas Nemecha, but they are young. So to face all competition every 3 days or 4 days, so we need all of them. And that's why it's so important for us he's going back, like the same with GABRIEL, he's coming back soon.
Pep, just on one other matter from this week, Barry Bennell was convicted in court, and I know the club have issued a very detailed, a very lengthy statement about this, but I just wondered if you personally had thoughts on this matter, and also if you had a message to those from within football who have been subject of child sexual abuse.
Well, of course, it's a personal issue, like I think all the people here in this room and all our, so it's a terrible history. So my feelings, my thought is for the victims, no doubts about that. Hopefully we can learn, everybody, the society can learn about that, because I'm father. So when that's happened and you see that's happened, can happen with my son and my daughters. And it's a terrible, terrible situation, and it could appear that situation in the fact now the people knows about that, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. And the authorities, the judges, I think have to decide, in the better way to try to avoid, to be a good example for the future that don't happen again.